He never makes counting errors, and he's just made an idiotic one there that gives Mervyn King 2 visits.
Well, when he was looking at the 19s, that's why I thought he needed, well, he obviously did need another treble just to get himself down, to avoid the bogey number and to get down to a finish.
Mervyn hasn't made things easy for himself there.
49 away.
131.
He has been bamboozled by the former World Master Mervyn King. And double top. We'll see an end to MVG's winning streak against Merv. A 6-1 demolition. We have seen Gerwyn Price's winning streak of 17 games ended dramatically last night by Devon Peterson. By beating Taylor. Largely forgotten.
Something else that may just be becoming increasingly forgotten for Mensur is his last ranking title. It was over a year ago now, September the 22nd of last year. Beat Ian White in a Pro Tour final.
58.
A match in which Ian White hit a 9-dart leg, something James did fairly recently as well on the Autumn Series.
Inevitable.
Game shot in the
Anything around 101 to 110 is
Mensur
just mustard. Lewis, he's very workmanlike, and he does treat it as a job.
Well, this would be some way to sign off, wouldn't it? But he will be back with Mensur
121
on a bogey number. And he's left himself, guess what?
Double 20.
60.
Yeah, that approach played by
Change
Mensur
required
pretty much sums up his day and sums up his performance, I think, in this one. He's never really got going. James Wade, well, in the end, it was an average of 103 or so, but
He's playing with confidence, and if you're going to beat him, you have to do something special. This is special. This is special. It's back-to-back 180s for the Ferret to leave himself a 2-darter. There is nothing that Peter Wright can do about it. He has to wait and hope that Clayton doesn't polish this off. What a leg. Double 9. Oh, what a leg from the Ferret. The finishing has been very, very good from Clayton, but he's already missed one match dart, and Wright is going to be breathing down his neck here. 174.
174.
That's all he could do to pressure the shot. Another match dart for JC. And he does not miss this one because Johnny Clayton, the mission was to get to the Grand Prix this weekend. He achieved that yesterday. The objectives have changed.
the semi-final in his last 3, stretching towards the end of last year, of course, as well as Belgium earlier this year. Chizzy
140.
just
112.
threatening to make a move there. And he has a manageable 94 if this doesn't go.
Ooh, oh, hello.
Interesting. Bullseye.
Bull.
87.
Well, there was no hesitation. He was
94.
completely decided that was the route to go after blocking a portion of that treble 20. Chizzy could start on the ball here. Went for the treble, and then it's double-double. And there it is, double-double. Dave Chisnell, double 18, double top. Breaks the throw.
164.
Particularly not for a player who can group his darts together so well.
However, Aspinall can produce something special here, but he can't.
92. David required 25.
Gives himself time, composes himself, worked in the last leg on double top. Will it work on double 8? It will, and the wait for Nathan Aspinall to add a Euro Tour title to his collection goes on because Dave Chisnell has roared back into form this weekend.
39.
Most difficult. Got to go all over the board for this. And with Danny on tops and 3 in hand, he can't wait to get to the Oki rope.
Striding up to the Oki with purpose. Match starts here for Danny Noppert for a 6-4 passage into the
Game,
quarter-finals.
shot,
And it culminates with an 18-darter and job well done.
And the Invisible Man is the man that Glendoran practices against. The Invisible Man, he needs 15 darts to hold and 12 darts to break. Well, at the minute, the Invisible Man, Daryl Gurney, is doing the business against Dozer.
I think that's a good system. It's very James Wilson-like, that system. This is for tops,
Game
and
shot,
this is so
man.
sharp.
Harrogate.
I have to get my
Premier
skates
League.
on and think about the lowest ranked Premier League champion in history. I'll have to go through my books and come back to that later.
What a shot that is. 180 number 6, and it leaves tops 1-2-4. Now this was taken out in leg 2 by Daryl Gurney. 54 required. Bullseye needed. Did the match rest on that
99.
dart?
I have to say
We
yes.
require 40.
Don't see Daryl missing it.
And you would be right, because that is a fabulous contest. He's got the treble, but it's nobody's favourite finish, 99. And Rob Cross has left himself on a much more pleasant outshot for the match. Great dart. 10 over 6. He's a 10 for double 16 to save his skin. And Big Devon gets the job done. He will have the darts in a last leg decider. He looks to book his place in the quarter-finals of a European tour.
Beautiful. 129, just teeing it up nicely.
83. Evan, you require 32.
Rob Cross potentially 2 darts away, but he may not get a sniff. Devon Peterson looking at double 16. And now looking at double 8s. And Devon Peterson keeps the dream alive here in Hildesheim. That could make all the difference.
Is it academic? No. He got that 60. He was on 51.
96. Joe, you require 111.
Treble 17. Doesn't get it. And that bounce out has cost him now.
Yeah, he
51.
needed that extra
Joe, you
dart, didn't he?
require 50.
It could make all the difference. Ratajski 18 for double 16. I can put my mortgage on that one because it's been 4 out of 5 on the 16 so far. He's actually missed that one, double 8 instead. No mistake this time around for Krzysztof Ratajski. That,
Krzysztof Ratajski.
by any measure, is a really strong performance. One of the
Wrapped in a towel. That's his thing. I think he gets that from Robert Thornton.
99.
Well, 2 darts away from the semi-finals. And it is potentially set to be another, a third
60.
ton-plus average in a row
You
from the
require
King.
62.
A man who came here desperately hoping to qualify for the World Grand Prix. And could walk away this weekend
Game
as the
shot.
German Darts Championship winner, because that is superb again from the King. He did it at Minehead. It was magnificent. He will not do it here.
And again, here we are, 4-3 in a quarter-final, and Johnny Clayton still finds the time to have a laugh and a joke with the crowd. Little wonder they're applauding. This is great stuff from both of them. And Chizzy to wrap it up on a Shanghai.
Oh my days, this is obscene.
You require 101.
1 treble required. Not that treble ferret.
Oh dear.
$65. Baby requires 72.
$20 for tops. Dave Chisnell to seal the deal.
32.
His first dart missed at double in the whole game, and it's 1 for the match.
Last score was 45.
Johnny Clayton there
Johnny requires
has held his hands
56.
up and said,
I actually got 56, not 36. He's cost himself a match start with his honesty, and he is rewarded.
Yeah, it's great. I'm still not ruling Chisnell out of this.
Going to leave double 18, isn't he? No, not quite.
100.
Just 4 points separate
Johnny, you
them.
require 80.
The Ferret wants double 5.
Game.
And he is in the semi-finals in an electrifying contest.
Beat him 2 sets to 0 at the World Grand Prix last year as well, so he's got recent form against Gurney.
140.
Just the one previous encounter on the European Tour stage.
Well, look at that for a checkered percentage.
Lethal. I mean, this is almost Dave Chisnell territory from the last match. Of course, Chizzy
93.
lost.
And you require
So sometimes it doesn't
121.
tell the whole story, but this is for a 6-2 win and a passage into the semi-finals for Danny Noppert. 1-2-1 he wants.
He fancies he's going to get this. Well, 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 what a way to do it. Oh, Danny, take a
And the
bow,
match.
please! Just ruthless, cold, wordless killer of a dart player than Krzysztof Ratajski.
97.
Joe Cullen was sat with Devon
129.
downstairs and just going, oh, Ratajski's a bit good, isn't he? A bit good. Well, maybe the 48 or that for double 6. Starting as you mean to go on. That was very useful, that first leg. There's a bit of, if this goes, and it might. Bullseye. Oh, misses.
101.
A match
And then
start,
you
at least
require
one, should be
80.
coming to the South African. Devon Peterson had never even reached a Euro Tour quarter-final before today. But now, the African warrior is in the semi-finals.
This is the target in the final, should Merv get there. Just having a look to see where Mervyn is. He's on 76, and Johnny Clayton has made a huge impression there, and he's left himself that 81 combination again.
Double 4 it is.
68.
Might have done him a favour hitting the treble there,
Johnny, you
because
require
there was no
81.
blocked double top to go for, but he couldn't pin the double anyway. 12 segment. Bull. 3-0 Ferret.
I'm determined to see a 12 darter in this leg now. I need the full set.
78.
Well, the best he
Johnny
can do is a
require
14 darter here.
25.
Double 8 will do it. Slide in alongside that.
Game
Just
shot on the
there.
flag.
Johnny Clayton is a leg away
Line
from the
break,
final.
Mervyn the front
Within
wire,
touching distance now.
158.
Barring a 158 checkout here for Mervyn King, which would certainly prolong the agony at least, and Johnny Clayton will return looking at 62.
He had no idea what he had left running
96.
through that last start, Johnny Clayton.
Johnny,
He
you
was-
require
if he hit the treble, he would have left
62.
double 11. He had not a clue. He knows how to take this out, though. And take it out, he does.
If he can get below a ton, I think the pressure's very much on Danny Noppert.
Oh, what a guy.
Gorgeous first dart.
Does he go 18s here? Yeah,
134.
I like that move.
And you require 123.
He needs the 54. This is a very good chance now for Devon
55.
to open the
Devon, you
first
require
two-leg gap of the
84.
match.
Treble 20 for double 12 for Devon Peterson. He's got the treble 20. He's got 2 bites at double 12 for a 5-3 lead, and that all-important break of throw. Missed his chance in leg 6, but he does not miss his chance in leg 8.
Reaching the part of the game where Devon's putting his foot down. He's trying to outscore Danny and eliminate any possible chances he could have.
130.
This is a
Great
very, very
final
tough spot with
dart.
Danny now.
Yeah, great final dart for Danny Noppert. 101. Make that 41. And make that double 16. And make that 6-3.
Well, that could have got really awkward. That dart was in the way, but you've got to pay full credit. He wants the 32 for the match, and he went way left to create the avenue to get the single 20.
130.
Good visit from Noppert, but Peterson, well, he's missed one match start at double 16. He's missed another. Double 8 though, not a problem for Devin Peterson.
Devin Peterson.
And his astonishing meteoric 2020 continues. And we do have a first African finalist.
Johnny, you require 84.
Bullseye.
59.
It would have been a lot easier than 84
Devin, you
had he
require
registered that dart
48.
previously. Great chance for Devin to get off the mark early. Early settler. Double 8. Got to be the favourite double at the minute. He's hitting it so often.
I mentioned the point earlier to Dan as well, the fact that he made that semi-final on the Pro Tour before lockdown, the fact that he was able to sort of pick up where he, or to carry on where he left off after
Devin, you require
competition
78.
resumed in the summertime. I mean, that's a really, really significant thing for Devin Peterson, and so too is that. That's a 4-1 lead.
Johnny, you require 25.
No margin for error here for the number 13 seed.
9 score.
And he's nudged the wire, and a shake of the head from Johnny Clayton, and the door is open again here for Devin Peterson for what would be a third break of throw.
It's not going JC's way.
48.
Didn't go Devin's way there for
Johnny, you
6-1.
require 16.
Got to get this. Got to start chipping away at this lead.
In charge
Does
of
so
center
efficiently.
player.
Has been nothing short of sensational what he's been doing.
Correct. Oh, another. I did say once that dart players don't get sick of hitting 180s. Well, Devin's not getting sick of them.
Devin, you
He's left
require
64 again. It's for 6-2. Gets the treble this time. Pop, pop.
Beautiful. Guess what? You know the rest. Double 16 for Devin Peterson for a 7-3 lead.
Now it's a question of how many chances he's going to get.
60. Devin, you require
Because he's just going to get a match dart. Just got to convert this first. Lovely shot. See that wobble of the guide. Okay, double 11.
120.
Didn't have to go that way, but he will return for it. Is Devin going to leave 36? Of course he is.
180.
Pressure on Johnny Clayton here. Double 11, just outside. Just
That's why
inside.
you don't leave double 11.
And that could be curtains, because you've got to fancy Devin Peterson looking at 36.
Devin, you require 36.
And a little piece of history in the making as Devin Peterson secures a first PDC ranking title, a first European Tour title. The European Tour produces its first African champion, and Devin Peterson continues this astonishing, stellar 2020.
Und unser Champion, der hier an diesem Wochenende seinen ersten PDC-Titel seiner Karriere einfährt. 25.000 Pfund Preisgeld und der Titel des German Darts Champion 2020, The African Warrior, Devin Peterson! Devin, this has been a long time coming. Your first PDC title here in Hildesheim, German Darts Champion. How does it feel?
Okay, cool, I'm not going to cry. At least I'm not going to cry. It's been a long time coming. I've been working hard, like probably it feels like a lifetime, but and it's probably been the last, since I was 15, so it's 19 years that I've been working hard for this. And the last 2-3 years have been like the hardest, where you're competing against the level of Johnny Clayton and Michael Van Gerwen, Gerwyn Price. I mean, there's loads of names, and Peter Wright and so on, and Joe Cullen and all of these guys, and you just feel as though you're not going to get there, and because they're improving all the time, as well as Danny Noppert as well. And yeah, but it's I think I played in the autumn series, and I lost out to Gerwyn Price, and I missed a dart or 4 darts to win, and I think that's just kind of spurred me on today, and hopefully continue to spur me on. But I mean, the absolute gentleman that he is, and a good friend of mine, is Johnny Clayton. He's been an absolute legend to play this weekend. He's came here to qualify for the Grand Prix as well, and he needed to win Chris Dobey. I think that was on his mantelpiece. Getting to the final is obviously Johnny's won the jacket as well, the envious jacket. But yeah, it's amazing. It's to be a champion. This is wow. On the 27th of September 2020 in Germany, because I love Germany as well. It's amazing.
Gentlemen, I'll come back to you in a second. Johnny, one question to our runner-up. I mean, it wasn't to be in the final, but what a great weekend you've had here in Hildesheim, and you must be very pleased, especially in the phase of the year where it's about getting yourself into a good position for the upcoming tournaments.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, first of all, hey, this man, he's been in tremendous form, not only this weekend, but you know, for all this summer series and all this. You know, he is absolutely class, well deserved. I could not live with his scoring, so to be fair, congratulate you, pal. One of my good friends, and hey, listen, he's proven to the darting world that he's on this map. So yeah, this weekend has been brilliant for me. I'd like to thank all the crowd. You know, brilliant. As always, the German crowd are brilliant. Thank you so much, guys.
Johnny, congratulations once again on a fantastic weekend.
Thank you, man.
The last question goes to our champion, Devon. I mean, it's been a long time without all these guys, and after 7 months, they're finally back. What does it mean to you to be picking up your first trophy with fans in the audience again?
Probably most of you won't know this, but the first time I got my tour card, I lost it because of an injury. And then I came back, and my first tournament was in Hildesheim in Halle 39. And I realized that today, obviously, and yeah, to win it over here is fantastic. And just to see these fans, I mean, playing behind closed doors is horrible. And we want to see more of you. If we can see you in Sindelfingen on the 16th and the 18th of October, it would be amazing. Like, I mean, the shirts, I mean, even the ugly Michael Van Gerwen shirts, we'd love to see you in the crowd. And the Chizzy shirts, and the one guy there with the Rockstar shirt and the Joe Cullen shirt. It's what makes PDC amazing, and it's how we interact with you guys. And every time I turn around and I look at this guy with a Wayne Mardle shirt, amazing. We love you guys. We want to see you all the time. We know COVID-19 has stopped us, but we will see you all the time. Thank you for coming out tonight, though.